Okay, welcome students. Now in this topic we have the last point, that is industrial flooring and groove cutting for the flooring, filling material and vacuum dewatering, that is the premix flooring work. So first we go for the industrial flooring material. So the industry need a good platform on which manufacturing, storage and distribution, etc. activities are carried out. In most industrial warehousing, concrete floor are provided. So for industry, we require a good floor. That is because in industry there are number of activities are carried out continuously, like manufacturing, storage, transportation, and distribution of the goods, etc. There are movement of the various small machines also. So we required good, strong flooring for industry. Uh, but in most cases, or the in industrial uh, buildings, the concrete floor is mainly useful because it is the having the greater strength and also the more durable. So like this, in a industrial flooring work, we provide the concrete as a flooring material because it is having the greater strength. If we provide the tiles in a flooring, then they will be break down due to the vibration of the machines, transportation, or due to the continuous working conditions. So they are not suitable for the industrial flooring work. So we provide the flooring with the required thickness of a concrete. Next is free movement flooring. This technique on a flooring tiles is used in an industry where the material handling equipment operated in a random direction. This equipment travel in a different path throughout day. Free movement floors should satisfy the requirement of following, that is Concrete Society TR 34 PM ASTM number system. So free movement means sometimes we have to design the flooring like such that where the continuous transportation of a material and handling of a material is easy to carry, because in industry there are number of small machines which are traveling on a floor and also inside the industry, and they will lift the material, transport them or store them. So the flooring should be such that it will allow the free movement of the all these small machines in industry on the floor. So we have to be design such a type of the path or the way so that it is easy to travel all the equipment on a floor in an industrial building. But there are some conditions are given, that is the free movement flooring should satisfy the requirement of the following criteria, that is Concrete Society TR 34 PM and ASTMF number 16. फ्री मुवमेंट फ्लोरिंग म्हणजेच काय, ज्याच्यावरती आपण एखाद्या मोठ्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये फ्लोरिंगवरती किंवा इंडस्ट्रीच्या आतमध्येच लहान मशिनरी ट्रॅव्हल्स करत असतात, जे आतमध्येच स्मॉल मशीन्स किंवा मोठे मशीन असतात की जे तिथलं मटेरियल लिफ्ट करतात किंवा बाहेरचं मटेरियल आणून आत स्टोअर करतात. कारण की जे मटेरियल लोड हेवी असेल तर ते बाय मॅन्युअली प्रत्येक ट्रान्सपोर्ट करणं पॉसिबल नसतं, आणि एक पर्टिक्युलर मशीनच्या जवळ आपल्याला जर मटेरियल ट्रान्सपोर्ट करायचं असेल किंवा प्रॉडक्ट तयार झाल्यानंतर तो बाहेर काढायचा असेल तर आपण डायरेक्ट स्मॉल मशीन इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये प्रोव्हाइड करतो, आणि त्या ज्या मशीन असतात ते डायरेक्टली आपलं मटेरियल जास्त रॉ मटेरियल नियर टू द मशीन आणणे किंवा प्रॉडक्ट जो असेल तो बाहेर नेणे, हे जे वर्क आहे ते कॅरी करतात. पण त्यासाठी आपला परफेक्ट पाथ किंवा वे एक डिझाईन करावा लागतो, आणि फ्लोरिंग असं असावं की ते जे आपलं स्मॉल इक्विपमेंट वगैरे आहेत किंवा मशीन आहेत त्यांची मुवमेंट फ्रीली व्हावी, इझिली व्हावी, त्या टाईपचं आपण ते काय करतो डिझाईन करतो, ह्याला म्हणतो आपण फ्री मुवमेंट फ्लोरिंग. नेक्स्ट इज ग्रूव कटिंग. To avoid the random cracking in a concrete, a free determined path is made available in form of the control joint by groove cutting. Cracks are caused due to the temperature, stress and moisture content. So as to avoid the cracks, grooves are provided in a free determined path. So where there is a large area or the large area of flooring work is required to be carried out, then if you done the concreting or the flooring work in a large area without any joints, then due to the expansion or contraction, that is due to temperature change, there is the stresses are developed in a concrete, and these stresses, if they are not released, then they will form the cracks. So to avoid this formation of the cracks and allow the concrete to expand and contract, we have to be determined, or we have to be develop the determined joints or the path, so that due to which there is a allowance to the concrete to expand and contract. So this type of the machine are used for groove cutting. After the flooring work is done in a concrete, then we made a determined path or marked lines, and these on these lines or along these lines, the concrete floor is cutted with the machine, and it is known as the groove cutting. And after cutting this groove, they are filled with the suitable material, and this small groove will allow the expansion and contraction of the concrete. So like this, there are grooves are made. The length, sorry, the spacing between the grooves are depending upon the thickness and area of the flooring work, and depending upon this thickness and the area, we decide the number of grooves and spacing, their width, and by cutting the floor by this machine, we form the grooves along the floors, and then these grooves are filled with the flexible material like rubber or the bitumen, so that on the top surface it should be leveled, but when there is a expansion or contraction of joint, then due to the flexible material, it will allow the expand and contract the concrete, and it will minimize the development of the crack in the concrete floor. So method for groove cutting: diamond sewing, concrete wall sewing, and wire sewing are used. These are the types which are used for the groove cutting. Material used for the groove filling. The following material are used for the groove filling: rubber, expand plastic, bitumen, and hot bitumen compounds. So rubbers or the plastic and bitumens are used to fill the gap or fill the groove, such that it can be have flexibility to contract and expand along with the concrete, and to release the stresses due to the temperature. Next is vacuum dewatering. So vacuum dewatering is one type of the technique which is used for the flooring work. This technique permits the use of the excess water to make a concrete more workable. So like where we require to done the flooring work with the concrete, then we require the more workable concrete for the greater finish. But the more workable concrete, we add the excess water, then it will changes the water cement ratio and affect on the durability and strength of the concrete. So to have a good workable concrete and achieve the desired strength, so we required this type of a technique in which we allow the excess water to add for the workability. But after placing the concrete, by this technique we can remove the water up to 15 to 25%, which is added excess into the concrete during the uh, mixing to make it more workable. So we add excess water for making the concrete more workable. But when we place the concrete level it, then by using the machines, we can remove the water up to the 15 to 25%. So due to which there is a decrease in water content, and the lower water cement ratio is available, due to which it will give the high strength and durability. So in this technique, water cement ratio is kept to minimum, which result in a high strength and durability. This technique is used for the industrial flooring concreting. So where in the industry we require the strong flooring work and durable flooring work, which will have a greater resistance to the wearing, impact, loading, etc. So in this type of the work, we provide this type of the technique for flooring work. The instrument like a screed, floater, and vacuum pumps are used for the concreting. So depending upon the type of the work, we have to use the instruments like a screed to level it. Floater is also for finishing, and vacuum pumps to remove the excess water from the concrete. So we use this instrument during the flooring. It requires skilled labor as it involves the various instrument, and it will have the greater effect on a strength and durability. So we require the very skilled laborers which will have a knowledge of using this equipment, and will give the good concrete floor for the industrial use. So like this we show in image. It is nothing but it is the premix method. So which will have to use it for the labs or the industrial flooring work, where the floors are subjected to the heavy load like machines or any type of the vibration. So machine vibration. So in that type of the work, we use the premix flooring. The in image we can see the floater. So first we place the concrete. First we remove all the waste material. Then we place the reinforcement if required. Otherwise, we can done the direct concreting. And by use of the floater, we level it. And by use of the screed, we level it. But the floaters are used to remove the excess water and also make the surface finish of a concrete like this. So this is the floater which will revolve, and due to which the excess water get removed and the top surface of the concrete get finished. So it is the Trimix flooring which is used for the practical work. So it is so with this point we in the topic number 6, that is chemical admixtures and extreme weather concreting and special concreting. Hope you understand all the concepts points. So with this topic we end our syllabus. So we cover all the points in a presentation or in a video lectures. But if there is any point is remaining, if it is so, then you can remember me or inform us, then I will take it. So I think it is clear, all the points are clear to you. If there is any difficulties in a particular points or in a particular concept, then you are free to contact with us, and I will explain so that it will better you to understand the concepts and the points. So thank you very much for joining with us. Okay, thank you.